All right, what is going on? We're back with another video today, and we're going to be doing a breakfast foods tier list. So, common foods that I guess people normally enjoy for breakfast. My personal opinion on breakfast is actually you don't really there isn't really a food that like falls into like, oh, I'm only going to eat this for breakfast. It's just whatever is going to fit into the macros and be the healthiest option that's going to help you hit your protein goals. Um, Sometimes I'll literally have a burger for breakfast, just like a beef patty and some potatoes. So let's get right into it. Yeah, let's see what's in here. I'm a little scared. It's the first one. It looks like this is just a bunch of different cereals. Guys, cereals are horrible for you. Uh, I can't really think of one good cereal. I know they used to say Raisin Bran was healthy. I think that's a load of crap. Um, this is probably going to go into D tier. Yeah, I just stay away from cereals, guys. Absolutely horrible. Um, Omelet. Now this actually looks pretty healthy. Um, Again, it's not gonna go in C tier. I'm just putting it there to look at it more. It looks like this is a ham omelet. Let's just pretend like we can put anything in it. If we put steak into this, or even like chicken or turkey, um, I see the vegetables in there too. This could elevate. I actually would put this into A tier. Um, Assuming it just depends what's in there. If there's like bacon and ham and a lot of cheese, probably going to be closer to B or C tier. But this is a hell of a lot better than all this crap. Yeah, omelet's good. Eat eggs, guys. I would almost put it S tier. If it were just eggs, I would put this into S tier. Hash browns. This is probably going to be okay. It depends how you cook these. If you literally just like chop up the potato and you grill the potato, that could be B or A tier. But I'm gonna assume these are like deep fried, a bunch of crap put in them. This is gonna have to go C tier. It's better than cereals because at least it's a real food. But yeah, hash browns are kind of one of those avoid, especially if you go out to eat, you guys. If you go out to breakfast, you need to be avoiding hash browns like your life depends on it. Next, this looks like some sort of maybe English muffin with butter. Um, no, just no. Again, it's just empty carbs. There's really no protein except from the butter, which, again, you really don't want to just be eating straight butter for breakfast, especially if you're trying to lose fat. Even if you're trying to gain muscle, I would avoid. I would actually put this into D tier just because it's purely empty carbs and it's processed food. Um, what is this? I don't. Is this like? I'm just gonna say this is some sort of bread. Again, it looks like it's maybe somewhat homemade. I would put this into, you could just use this for a carb source. As long as you have a protein with it, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So we'll put this into B tier. Again, I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe it's, I think it could be a bagel, but it looks like it's got something in the middle. I don't know. Moving on, we have a blueberry muffin. Again, guys, this is one of those things where it's going to be very sugary. It depends where you get it. If you get this like from Costco or something, just it's all the way into D tier. Honestly, this is a D tier. You just don't want to be eating that. Very poor for for everything. You're not going to get any protein out of this. It's going to be a lot of sugar, very processed meal. Not good. Up next is avocado toast. So honestly, guys, if you have the calories to play around with, this is S or A tier. It's pretty. I would put this A tier with the omelet. This is something I've had before when I'm in a calorie slight surplus or maintenance. You know, God, compared to everything else on this list, I got to be objective though. It's going to go into A tier just because there's no protein really in this. If there was protein, then I would say we could definitely put this into a high tier, but it's not. So it's going to have to stay A tier for now. Cinnamon rolls, really? Is this even a breakfast food? Do I even need to say anything? If you guys are eating cinnamon rolls for breakfast, it's kind of the same as cereal. Like, you're really cooked. Get help. Fruit. A fruit plate has to go into S tier. Guys, fruit is one of the best things you can have for breakfast. I always have some sort of form of fruit, whether it just be some berries. Um, Sometimes I'll take a little shot of pomegranate juice in the morning. Um, but yeah, some sort of fruit is great. And when I say pomegranate juice as a shot, I mean literally like just a tiny bit. I'm not drinking a whole cup of that because that's going to be a ton of just way too many calories. But fruit is very filling. It has a lot of vitamins and nutrients that you need, and it's a great carb source pre-workout. You can't go wrong with fruit. Um, some sort of yogurt and granola and fruit. This could be S tier if that was Greek. If this is Greek yogurt, this is S tier. If this is not Greek yogurt, this is A tier. I want to make another tier in the middle. We're going to put this into A tier because I'm guessing it's not Greek yogurt and the stuff on the top could have sugar in it and who knows what. But if this was just like some mixed nuts on the top and then maybe some oats and this is Greek yogurt and berries, that's an S tier breakfast, I would say. But this is good. Having some of this in the morning is good. I always have Greek yogurt. I usually have 2 servings of that a day, and I have that with fruit. So definitely very solid. Um, I don't know what this is. Is this just ham? I mean, this isn't horrible. If this is just ham, it's not horrible. Ham isn't really a great food if you're trying to be in a cut, lose weight, lose body fat. It's gonna go B tier because it's better than empty carbs. It's at least a protein source, but not the greatest. Bacon. Again, bacon is a protein source, not super healthy, but I do feel like you can definitely eat bacon and be fine as long as you don't go overkill on it. And it does add some nice salt and flavor. Again, not really A or S tier, but it'll go B tier, kind of the same as the ham. This, okay, I always forget what this is called. It's like, uh, damn, I can't remember what this is called, but this isn't the worst. This is probably a B tier as well. Good amount of protein, but again, it's going to be high in calories, and you can definitely eat something more nutritious than this, but the flavor's good. Can't remember what that's called. Wish I could. Beans. I'm guessing this is like the English baked beans kind of thing. Um, ah, okay, because I think it's from a can, it's gonna probably go into B tier. If this were literally just beans, it could find its way into A tier. Not horrible. Some seasoned potatoes, A tier. This is good. Um, Grilled potatoes like this, I usually eat this every day. Again, usually with like beef, like I was saying before, and I'll have that for breakfast. As long as they aren't deep fried. If they're deep fried or fried, want to stay away from all that oil. But just some cooked potatoes like that are really delicious, honestly. Could even make that into an S tier breakfast with a protein. I don't actually know what this is. Is that chicken? I don't know what this is. Um, it looks like a B tier food. It looks like some sort of protein, and it's fried, so it can't be any higher than B tier. Biscuits and gravy. This is pretty unhealthy. This actually might be D tier. It's got some protein though. God, no, this has to go D tier. When I was eating this, I used to eat this a lot when I was in college, actually, and they made it really good at our cafeteria, but I was fat as shit. So definitely gonna go D tier. Some more ham, B tier again, kind of the same as the other one. Sausage, it's really B tier again. It's protein, but again, it's not great. Depends how much you eat. This is like a processed sausage patty. I almost want to say this is worse. It's gonna go there. Butter and toast. I mean, it's just so it's just like some empty carbs. If you're having this with protein, these are things that like if they went with protein, they would be okay. But if it's just on its own, it's probably gonna go to C tier. Oatmeal, some sort of oatmeal, not C tier. This is gonna be an A tier food, I would say. Um, Usually pretty healthy, great source of carbs, especially if it's like a pre-workout meal. A lot of this is really it just depends. I mean, I'm looking at things as if we're gonna go and be, in a calorie deficit, looking to lose weight, maintain muscle, and get shredded, then, you could almost put this into S tier if you eat it in the right way. We're gonna put it into S tier. Um, Eggs straight into S tier. One of the best foods you can have for breakfast. If you're not having eggs for breakfast, have eggs for breakfast. Very good. More eggs, same thing. Like, guys, eggs are like god tier food, and they make you feel so good too. So there's no reason not to be eating. Usually like eggs, potatoes, and beef in the morning. Oh my god, and some fruit. Yeah, then we're absolutely talking. So I would say like yeah, you can have all these things for breakfast, and they're going to be very very solid for you. Um, Pancakes with syrup. This is just like children's food. D tier, horrible. French toast is like literally the same thing. Like who is really dousing their plate in syrup, like a lake of syrup on your breakfast? It's just like we're not 5 years old anymore. Come on. Deep fried. This is like a hash brown from McDonald's. That goes straight into C tier. Could even honestly a D tier because it's from McDonald's. I'm assuming. It just looks, it's so processed and gross. Don't eat that. So here are those potatoes, but see, I'll show you the difference. These are the deep fried ones by the looks of it, or at least some sort of a lot of oil in there, whereas these are just kind of the baked ones. So these we're going to put into B tier because it's still a potato and it's still, you know, a good source of carbs, but when it has all that extra oil in it, not a fan. Just a bagel. Really not horrible. Could even go into B tier depending on what your state of like amount of carbs that you're eating, or not carbs, sorry, the amount of calories you're eating. I'm gonna put it into B tier though, because this is kind of like a bagel thing too. I think breads can. It's hard to get a bread above B tier. Croissant, a less healthy bread, just gonna go into C tier. Do I even need to say anything? Like a pink donut? Are we for real? A pink donut? It's like the absolute bottom of D tier. Biscuits again. There's just no. It's gonna go to C tier because it's better than this other stuff because it's just biscuits. This other stuff is diabolical, by the way. Don't eat this. Um, oh, this is my favorite breakfast of all time. This goes to the very top of S tier. S tier pretty much looks like this, you guys. I would say. Let me swap that. That's actually an accurate representation. This order here, and steak and eggs, literally probably one of the best things you can eat. You get your fats, you get hella protein. You're going to feel energized for a long amount of time. You're going to be full for a long amount of time. You're pretty much more than halfway to your protein goal, unless you're like a massive guy. But yeah, just probably the best thing you can eat. It's amazing. And these are like some of those like cafeteria eggs. I don't actually know what's in these. I'm not going to put it S tier because I know it's not like a full real egg. I think, and don't quote me, I think it's just like whipped eggs. I'm not sure though. I don't actually know what this full ingredients are for that. But it'll go to A tier because it's still like an egg type of thing, kind of like an omelet. That's usually what they make the omelets out of. So that's going to wrap up our tier list for today. Let me know what you guys think. Some of this stuff is just really disgusting, and I can't believe people actually still eat these things for breakfast. Like the pink donut and the cereal and the cinnamon rolls stick out to me as like, what the fuck? Like you and listen, the crazy thing is people like literally people still eat that on a common basis. Like on a regular basis, people are consuming donuts, cinnamon rolls, and basically like just cookies in the cereal for breakfast. Like people are eating Oreo and Reese's cereal for breakfast, and that's a thing. And you wonder why people have, you know, insulin resistance. You wonder why people are over 30% body fat, why you're over 250 to 30 pound, or sorry, 300 pounds. Like there's a reason, because we have stuff like this in our diet, and it's really, really bad. So yeah, hopefully you guys can gain something from this, and yeah, let me know what you think, and if you maybe want to place things in a different tier. This was a pretty interesting one, and it just always blows my mind that people really do eat some of this stuff. But yeah, leave a like, drop a sub if you enjoyed. Leave a like, drop a sub if you enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next one.